Selling on Amazon can be very lucrative, it can be very positive, but it's not for everybody. You have to see if it's right for you. So that's what this video is really about. As part of the Amazon GPS, I teach you the way to private label your products. I talk about building a brand. Now, many people, if they don't have any initial capital, they're not going to be able to do the way that I teach in the Amazon GPS. It's simply not possible. You need some capital to begin with. Now, you can always do what they call retail arbitrage, which is essentially finding something, maybe it's in your house or maybe at one of these retailers that's going bankrupt. You could take those products, you can put them on Amazon, and you could sell those. But that is not a real business model. That is simply something to make some profit from. If you want it to be sustainable, if you want it to be predictable, and to be what I would consider an investment, then we have to go the Amazon GPS route. So let's get into it right away. Find a product that already sells well. You should not sell a product you think will sell well. You must do your research. You should not sell a custom or entirely new product. Many people make this mistake before learning about Amazon, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do with the Amazon GPS, is to give you all that information up front because you may not want anything to do with it, and so many people suck you into buying a course from them, and it turns out you don't want to have anything to do with it after. The Amazon private label business model is essentially piggybacking off of the traffic already flowing into Amazon. You don't need to develop a website or generate your own traffic. You're just finding the right products to sell. That's 90% of the work. Now, having said that, it is difficult to find a very good product, but you do your due diligence, you put in your work, and I assure you there are many products to sell. Do the math. You need to be smart about this business. It's an investment like any other. You're putting money in and you want to take money out. Your ROI varies in time, but if you play it smart, you can get all of your initial investment back or reinvest the returns in a relatively short period of time. That's how you need to approach this. When you are investing money, it could be in a stock, it could be in a business, it could be in real estate. It doesn't really matter. Ultimately, you want to profit. See what the competitors' products are selling at, find the product on Alibaba, and see what they charge to manufacture. Add in the Amazon fees, and using these numbers, you can roughly determine if this product can be profitable. So essentially, that's the process. And you do this over and over and over and over again on different products, and you find ones that look better than others, and you start to narrow that down. So essentially, this is what you're doing as you go through your product research. I covered this extensively in the Amazon GPS. Manufacturing. Most of the products you will see on Amazon can be found on Alibaba or other sourcing websites. Our goal is not just to manufacture the same product that other people are selling, but to actually make it better. We must put a logo on the product. We must take amazing photography. We should also improve the product in some way. If our competitor is using cheap plastic, ask how much to improve the material. You will speak with your particular supplier, ask them what they can do. You'd really be surprised. Work on the pricing with the supplier and negotiate as best you can. Communication is generally done over Skype, WhatsApp, or WeChat. Brand. This is not a fly-by-night business model. This is trying to create a brand. Anchor is one example of a company that started simply being a private label seller on Amazon and expanded to mass popularity. You may have seen some of their accessories, tech-related accessories, chargers and cables and all of this, which is an extremely competitive niche on Amazon, and yet they were able to hit the mass market level. Of course, at first you don't have the money for advertising or having the best of the best, but you have to set a standard for what you're doing. If you are selling a product at a premium price, you must justify that. And that's why I talk about brand building and private labeling specifically. Price battle. There's an incorrect notion that keeps floating around and it needs to be stopped. If you are trying to undercut the price of your competitor and offering nothing in addition, you will always lose. Your competitor will just follow you down until there's no profit left. You must create a brand, even if nobody knows your brand yet. Let me ask you, what are the best brands of the products that you come across with on a daily basis? Most people have no idea. idea. But when they're on Amazon, they see what comes up, they look at the reviews, the pictures, and they buy. Sure, we might know, for our cars or our televisions or our cell phones, but all the little knickknacks, all of the small things that we interact with on a daily basis, things that might be considered an afterthought for the average person, while there might be some big brands out there, the average person doesn't know what they are. Now, if you're selling a product that isn't branded, maybe it doesn't include a box, maybe there is no logo on it, you're selling something that can be bought at the dollar store for 99 cents. How can you go and justify selling it for $20? You can't. That's the difference here. Time. Once your product has been found, you've asked your supplier to ship it to Amazon, the inventory is there or possibly on the way. There isn't much more work to do. Finding the right product is really the game because we're trying to find products that will sell well, but there's a hole somewhere. Maybe the competition is low, maybe the best competitor has terrible pictures or a listing that's barely in English. This is how you capitalize. We're basically trying to find a needle in a haystack. You may need to tweak your listing, your keywords, etc. regularly when you're first getting started. Once it's selling, there's really no involvement on your part. The next level, sell the products on Amazon at first. For those that would have some wow to it, something more eye-catching, these products may do well on their own website. You can create your own brand in e-commerce off of Amazon and generate traffic to your sales pages. This allows you to diversify risk and potentially scale higher. You use Amazon as the testing grounds, as an avenue, as a stream, but then of course you can go off and do your own thing. This allows you to reduce the risk and of course increase security. So I hope this video gives you an idea of the steps involved and if this business model is right for you. Definitely check out the other videos in the Amazon GPS. There's so much to look at. That's all. Take care.